You're in the Stampede, West Virginia Metro News' only show dedicated exclusively to the Thundering Herd. Here's your host, Dave Wilson.
It's getting to be that time of year. We're halfway through football season. And if you can believe it or not, basketball season is already upon us. Herd Madness, Thundering Herd Madness this weekend, Friday night at the Cam Henderson Center in Huntington. And to give us a preview of this year's Thundering Herd basketball team, which has high expectations coming into this 2012-13 season, is the head coach himself, Tom Herrion. Coach Herrion, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Dave. Pleasure to be with you again.
Well, Coach, 2012, 2013, the expectations are high. The expectations were high going into last year. They've been elevated this year. Do you welcome that?
Well, you can't control that. You know, obviously we appreciate the external respect, I guess, or publicity that we're getting, which in turn creates expectations. And but we're more focused on what our internal goals are and what we have to do as a group as we kick it off for officially Friday evening or Friday afternoon with our regular practice, and then we'll have Herd Madness Friday night. But we welcome it. You know, I've been doing this 20+ years, Dave, and if you don't have expectations, that usually means you don't have a lot of talent or you're not very good, and that usually means that you're looking at sitting at the bottom of a conference. So I like the fact that we have expectations, and now clearly we have great challenges as a staff and as players to maximize our potential as a group.
Do you pay much attention to those outside expectations, or just stay within the team, and maybe even those expectations within the team are higher than those that people are piling on the outside?
Well, we have our own, and we don't really share those or talk too much with them publicly. So I think that we clearly have goals and things that we want to attain that haven't been done here, and we haven't done it. You know, going on year 3 now, I think we quickly have helped to restore some of the things in our basketball program's tradition and history in a very short period of time. Yet we have to continue to move it forward, and that's our challenge. And I'm excited about this group. I'm greatly excited about this group. I think we've put together personnel-wise, an outstanding club, and now we've got to make things fit and work, and that's exciting and challenging in the same breath for our staff and myself as the head coach.
Well, let's talk about the personnel a little bit, talking with Thundering Herd head basketball coach Tom Herrion. Who's back, who's new, and who's going to make an impact?
Well, we're fortunate. We've got a core of 4 or 5 older guys who have been in the program. 3 of them, Nigel Spikes as a fifth-year senior, and DeAndre Kane as a junior, and Usambao as a junior. They've been with us since we took over the program, so they have a clear understanding of kind of what we're doing day in and day out, structurally and on and off the floor. And then Dennis Tennant and Rob Goff came in as junior college guys and gained great experience in their first year. So those 5 guys have been the anchor for us since last spring through the summer and into the fall. And then we've got a group of younger guys, some young guys that played a little bit last year, and some new guys that we've brought into the program that we're really, really excited about. And it's created a very deep, what I think is a very deep and a talented group.
What does this group have to do as a team and as a unit to take that next step this year, make an impact in non-conference, make an impact in the conference, and get over that bubble? Well,
there's a lot of things, obviously, and some of them are tactical and strategic and scheme, and some of them are more, in terms of our chemistry, buying in and accepting roles and understanding. Each one of them is going to have to sacrifice a little bit. We've got a deep team, which means we have many options, so we're going to have to continue to look at different things. And guys are going to, they got to continue to work hard and sacrifice some of their individual points, minutes, shots for the betterment of the team, and we all buy in. We can all attain success, and that's been a big part of our message early on here.
Talking with Thundering Herd head basketball coach Tom Herrion. Thundering Herd Madness coming up this weekend at the Cam Henderson Center. How much are you looking forward to this non-conference schedule to start the year?
Murderer's Road, Dave. Clearly, I think our first year was a little unique in that we were just we had so many games to get that season, and we really we were kind of band-aiding things. And then I think we showed last year to our great fans and to people outside in basketball and outside of that we want to schedule aggressively. We have a plan. And then this year, obviously, I think we've taken another step in that direction. And so I don't think that I think the schedule this year is very challenging. But I don't think people can debate the fact that we talked about wanting to play very good teams when I got here, and we've kind of backed that up. And we have them from start to finish in our non-conference schedule. A lot of people continue to reference, understandably to a certain extent, the four so-called BCS schools in Villanova and Kentucky and West Virginia and Cincinnati, but there's some teams that aren't in those proverbial BCS conferences that are outstanding. Nevada's an outstanding club. South Dakota State's an outstanding club. Ohio, we have great respect for. They've got everybody back. We can go on and on. And so we're going to be tested from the start to the finish. And but I think this group is excited about that challenge.
Talking with Thundering Herd head basketball coach Tom Herrion. Basketball season getting started, Thundering Herd Madness this Friday. Coach, each year you've been there, the team has taken a step. It's progressed through the off-season tournaments, going to the NIT last year. Do you expect to take that next step, or is that just part of the process of continuing to develop and continuing to build?
Well, we obviously have bigger goals. We all want to play in the NCAA tournament. There's no doubt about that. As much as our fans are excited about it, no one wants it more than our staff and our players. But that's obviously it's a great challenge, and it's not an easy task. We took the proverbial, I think, the next step. Going to the NIT last year, which hadn't been done in 24 years. There's a lot of great players and great coaches that have come across our campus in that 24-year span. So that group that did that last year should be very proud of themselves. I think some of the it gets a little diminished in some people's eyes. I think because we got the service of getting set on the road, Dave. I think people don't appreciate as much the fact that we were in a significant postseason tournament for basketball. So, but we have obviously bigger goals, as I said earlier, and we want to reach greater heights, and that's the challenge. And I think we've shown, like I said earlier, we came here to restore our tradition. We hadn't had a lot of success in the modern era, as we talked about before. And now we've been going into year 3. I think we've created a level of excitement and interest and intrigue and passion within our fan base that hadn't been seen in a while.
I think a lot of fans my age, the younger generation, forget Marshall used to be a basketball school. Basketball is what you went to watch, and that's coming back. Thundering Herd Madness Friday night. What can fans expect, Coach?
Well, like I said earlier, it's a great opportunity for them just to lay their eyes on our team, especially our new guys, and see the older guys. It'll be more of an enjoyment piece. We'll go for a couple hours tomorrow on Friday afternoon in earnest in terms of our work load as a practice, and then that the session tomorrow on Friday evening is more for our kids to have a good time, our fans, our students to come out and get a glimpse of our guys, and then we'll go back at it with the double session Saturday and Sunday with practice this weekend, and so it should be. We've had great crowds. Last year's crowd was outstanding. I think we're anticipating a level of interest and attendance. Hopefully, will even be better this year. Again, I think people are excited about the momentum that we've tried to create in 2 short years, going on year 3 now, and I think our fans have shown great passion and great pride, and hopefully tomorrow, Friday evening, and then obviously through the course of our season, we'll be able to exhibit that once again. He's the head coach of the Marshall Thundering Herd basketball team, Coach Tom Herrion. Coach, thanks for taking a few minutes with me today. I appreciate it. No problem, Dave. Happy to be with you, and we'll touch base again as the season continues to move forward. All right, thanks, Coach. He's head coach Tom Herrion, Thundering Herd men's basketball. Season getting underway. Thundering Herd Madness this weekend. A lot of expectations on that Thundering Herd basketball team this year, and quite frankly, I think they can live up to it. We'll get into that a little bit more as we edge closer to the round ball season. Back to football talk next week. Marshall on the bye this week. 2-4, all conference games from here on out. We'll get into all of that next time here on the Stampede. Thanks to my video producer, Garrett Cullen, this week. Garrett Cullen. You can blame him if it doesn't look good. Don't blame me. I'm just a messenger. Follow me on Twitter, WVMetro_D Wilson. Email me anytime, dwilson@wvradio.com. Thanks for watching. We'll be back at it next week.